with Oakland playing today, find themselves one game up as far as the home field goes for the wild card. I still, although I couldn't get Boone to say he was out of the division race, I don't think he's harboring any more thoughts about it. But I want to say this. On this 13th of September, after watching last night's latest debacle, that I think this might be the worst 90-win team the Yankees have ever had. Now, the Yankees, in their illustrious, glorious, unmatched history, have had 62 teams, an amazing 62 teams win 90 games. Sounds mind-boggling as a number. Many of those won 100 games. Some of those are the greatest teams that have ever played. Some of those that I have even seen. But this now has become and is quickly becoming one of my least favorite, hard to watch, can't stand the sight of them 90-win Yankee teams I've ever seen. Now, lucky for them, there is such a thing as a wild card, despite all the whining about the wild card format. You're lucky there is one. Otherwise, the Yankees are already figuring out where they're playing golf or fishing or hunting in October. They have a game to play because there is such a thing as the wild card. Many of those Yankee teams through those glorious years didn't have that. The Yankees of the 80s, so to speak, who won more games than any team in the American League in the 80s but did not make the playoffs after 1981, those teams finished second how many times and got nothing? But that's not the point. The point is this. I'm sick of this team. I can't watch it anymore. I don't like it. I don't have a good feeling about it. Aaron Boone keeps talking about wanting to thump somebody. Well, what happened to Jake Odorizzi last night? How can that guy no-hit you or almost no-hit you? How can you have another night like last night? Here's Oakland climbing right over your back, putting up a 10 spot. How about when Oakland flashed that 10 spot on the board? You really responded to that last night. I mean, enough already. I'm telling you, I can't stand the sight of this group. I don't like anything about them. They've kind of just gone through the motions. They're 29 and 26 in their last 50 games. I understand they've won 90 games, and they're probably going to win 95 or 7 or 8 or 9. Who knows how many they're going to win? They're going to win some more. They've already won 90. They're going to the postseason. More and more, they're on their way to Oakland, but they're going to the postseason. But I'm just tired of watching it. I don't trust them. I don't like them. They seem almost listless. They almost seem resigned to these outcomes. You get the best players judge, and he's hurt. Chapman, who's a key guy, you can't even trust his injury, and you can't trust him because this year, too much of what we saw, the Met game, the Sunday night Red Sox game where he just both times just lost it. I mean, games like that where there's nothing about this team. The bullpen should be locked down, should be crazy good. It's not. This team has power and depth and length of lineup. It should be overpowering. It's not. It's just the starting pitching talent, yes. Is there guys who can throw a good game? Yes. But do you believe in any of these guys where you can trust them, with your life on the line? And I have no reason. Hap has not given us any reason to doubt anything he's done so far. He's been that good. But you know what? Still, I just don't have any faith in this team right now. I need to see some fire. I need to see some spark. I need to see something. There's too many guys who strike out all the time. Stan's almost already struck out 200 times. Judge, if he had stayed healthy, would have struck out 200 times. Two guys in the same lineup striking out 200 times is a lot, especially when you're going to sprinkle in like 5 other guys who all have struck out 100 times or more. They're going to have like 7 guys strike out 100 times, maybe more, at least a 7. Sanchez would have, except he's not going to get up enough. They're not exciting. They're not compelling. they've lost anything they had early in the season's not there. It's just a team that just kind of just goes through the motions. Oh, we can beat anybody. This is all based on that 113-3 run when they whip the good teams that they can say we can beat anybody. That's so long ago. Who knows if they can beat anybody? No less beat everybody. We've all gone on this. The Yankees are great against the good teams. They were once. They were once. That was a long time ago, that stretch. That great 13-3 stretch coming from behind, knocking out the Astro bullpen, knocking out bullpens. You know what? Seems like it was 5 years ago. Can somebody, shake this team? Can this team just kind of... I watched the game. I'm like, what is going on here? This is Jake Odorizzi. I'm not trying to pick on him, but come on. And it's all, well, look at the record. Look at the record. Yes, they have a good record. They have a good record. But it has been so long since they have played anything that even resembles compelling baseball. It seems like it was years ago. It seems like it was just too long ago to even think about. They don't have anything right now you can hang your hat on. There's guys, you question their defense in key spots. You question their bullpen, despite the fact that it has so much talent in it. But who's going to do the job? Who are you counting on to do the job? And who's going to get the big hit? All right? Gaudy, is he going to get it as he has so many times? He might not even be in the lineup. Voit, all of a sudden, Voit's Muscarin. Well, what happens if he goes back to what got him traded here in the first place? The kids, you're going to rely on the kids. The kids have talent. Andujar can stick. Torres has got a lot of talent, no question. You're going to rely on them? You rely on Stanton? Been a September to remember for Stanton. Is Judge going to be healthy? Can you even catch Sanchez in the wild card game? Are they going to play good infield defense in the wild card game? Are they going to pitch the wild card game? I'm telling you, you just get the feeling like you're going to say, where did this season go off the tracks? Now it's September 13th. They do have time to right the ship here. They got weeks before they play that game. And more, now the wild card's down to 1. The only reason you're not worried about Tampa is they don't have enough time to make up the fact that they buried themselves early in the season. Tampa's still 10 behind. If they weren't 10 behind right now, if they were within hailing distance, you'd be afraid of them too the way they're playing. It's always look at the record, but look at the record, but look at the record. You know what? The heck with the record. The record doesn't mean anything right now. All the record's guaranteeing them is a slot in a wild card game that may very well now be played on the road. That's it. They've too long this year been relying on the record. Look at the record. Look at the record. They got the second best record in baseball. They got the second best record. The second best. You know what? Enough. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And this team hasn't looked like a good team now for a long time. And don't tell me things are getting better. I don't see it. To me, it seems like a group that just doesn't have a pulse. Jake Odorizzi, give me a break. Back after this.